Hello, friends. Pete Little here for St. George's Church with good news for November the 11th, Remembrance Day, 2024. I'm going to go off the reservation a little bit here, but our assigned reading for today is Luke 14, verses 12 through 24. I'm going to read you the 14th verse from Luke 14. And you will be blessed because they cannot repay you, for you will be repaid at the resurrection of the righteous. So when I realized that Remembrance Day was the day I was responsible for the good news, I started thinking of September the 11th or November the 11th things, and I just think of all those young people, men and women, and all the people who were sideswiped by the First World War and the Second World War and all the other stuff. And they've really given us a gift, and it's called the gift of democracy. And to a greater or lesser extent, still a good chunk of the world is democracies, but things seem to be changing, and even the democracies themselves seem to be changing. And I've got to admit that I'm a little anxious. So I'm going to read a bit from my daily meditation for today, and then I'm going to chat a bit. Meditation for the day. As you look back over your life, it is not too difficult to believe that what you went through was for a purpose, to prepare you for some valuable work in life. Everything in your life may well have been planned by God to make you of some use in the world. Each person's life is like the pattern of a mosaic. Each thing that happens to you is like one tiny stone in the mosaic. And each tiny stone fits perfectly into the perfected pattern of the mosaic of your life, which has been designed by God. And the prayer for today is, I pray that I may not need to see the whole design of my life. I pray that I may trust the designer. So I mentioned that our democracy is a gift. I don't know that it's really a gift. I think it's a deal. I think we have an unwritten contract with all those people who were prepared to give their lives for our democracy in whatever form it takes. They made a deal. They made a deal with us who weren't even alive at the time, maybe. And the deal is democracy is not a gift, but it's a deal. They sacrificed what they sacrificed so that we would have democracy. But isn't it part of the deal that we need to maintain it? So I find myself railing at some politicians these days because I don't like what they say or how they say it. And I talk to people and they seem to be very fixed in their positions about who's right and who's wrong and what the idea is best and what path we should follow into the future. And none of us is all right and none of us is all wrong. We all deserve consideration. And in the reading, What Happened to Me, I think I'm better perhaps to think of that as what happened for me. I'm a product of everything I've been through. And the value in each one of those instances is to deal with another human being. If they're struggling with a problem and I've had a similar problem, I can share how I dealt with that problem. That's empathy, that's sympathy, that's who I believe Christ calls us to be. And I don't want to go on too long and start banging or start getting up on a soapbox, but just recently, like, why did I get this? Noni pointed this out to me, and I was aware of this a long time ago. I think it was to music, but it's something entitled First They Came, and it's by Pastor Martin Niemöller. And here it is. First, they came for the communists, and I did not speak out, because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out, because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out, because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out, because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me. Words of caution make me think, what should I be thinking? In a world where we have a hard time deciphering what is right and or who is right and who is wrong, I need to have standards. Christ's dictum to love gives me a pretty good standard start. But then something else that Noni pointed out to me was, I want to get this right. Give me 2 seconds here. Do your best. And when you know better, do better. Noni and I wish you all the best. We hope you're well. If you want to debate with me any of the things that I've just said in this good news, I'll go back on the track next time. But I just had these things marching through my brain, and I was thinking that perhaps that's the part of the mosaic that I'm to push into your life. Anyway, God bless you all, and we'll see you in a month's time.